ladies and gentlemen. My name is Liam Hampton, and this is my first ever interview with one of the UK's finest amateur MMA prospects. The man himself at Scramble Academy Leeds, Rabbi Mbata. Rabbi, how are we doing, my brother?
I'm good, how are you, man?
Yeah, not bad one bit. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has, yeah. That time we met at that house party.
Jesus. Fun times, not well remembered. But we're not here to talk about some of the mistakes of the youth. We're here to talk about mixed martial arts, in particular yourself. So, training at Scramble Academy in Leeds, when did you first step through those doors and what was that like?
Well, it was very nerve-wracking at first. Previously I trained at a different gym, but it was very like stand-up-y, not very like ground-based that we have here. So I decided to like come here to like focus more on my groundwork, because my groundwork was absolutely shocking. Just jumping into like silly mistakes, being choked in like the space of 10 seconds, due to like jumping into like silly positions. But ever since I've like come here, I've leveled up my ground game massively. My confidence has leveled up. I'm ready to take on the world, really.
Good to hear. And you've got to attribute a lot of that down to the training under Mr. Liam Cann, who's just off shot there, getting some work in. With training under a Polaris veteran like him, how do you feel like that's impacted your game?
So basically it's like mainly copy and paste, really. Everything is like taught me. I've like copied, pasted, and it's like worked in terms of like confidence on the ground game, even confidence in standing up, wrestling. Like my wrestling has like amplified massively, like tenfold. I'm just like, yeah.
You're ready for it.
Yeah,
all.
ready
for it all. So you want to know, as an amateur mixed martial artist at the moment, last fight, I'd say fairly impressive performance. I'm not going to lie, fairly impressive. What was the result again, just to remind the people at home?
It was a weird one. I don't know if it was like a KO or a TKO. That's still up for discussion. But in my eyes, it was a walk-off KO. But I was just upset at the fact that I didn't have the opportunity to present my wrestling. I wanted it to last like a little bit longer, get some like cage experience as well.
Show off the fact that you're a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Well, they may dispute the result or whatever, but all we know is that two men walked in fine and one man woke up seeing stars. So, it is what it is. So, Almighty Fighting Championships, February 25th, 2023. You had an opponent change. In amateur MMA, how often is it for guys to be coming in, coming out? I know some of your teammates have had guys who have been in for 4 days and then they pulled out, they said they don't want it. What has that been like for you to experience?
I mean, that's the first time I've like actually experienced something like that. But now like I'm, experiencing more like this world of like mixed martial arts is pretty common, because no fighter, well, in my opinion, walks into a fight 100%. They either walk in injured or a slight tweak or something, so it might be easy for them to like pull out in a sense. But yeah, it was upsetting at first, because that was going to be like a real test. He had like a Czechnian name, big beard, cauliflower ear. I was like, okay, I'm in for it here. But I was just excited to like take him on. And then soon as I was like scrolling through his like stories, like stalking him a bit, I seen Kamzat in the same passenger seat as Kamzat. I was like, okay, this could have been interesting. But that would have been like a really, really exciting fight. But like at the end of the day, I don't really care who's in front of me. Just got to go in there and smash it at the end of the day.
Exactly. And Scramble Academy in Leeds, I've come to watch training today. I'd like to just have it on the record. Thank you to Liam Cann and the rest of Scramble Academy for letting me come and observe and film some stuff. It's been a pleasure. But a big mix of people in here, everyone, different body types, different weights, different abilities. How do you manage that in the progression of a young bloody mixed martial arts career?
So everyone here has like mixed abilities. You can like use that to your own advantage as well, in terms of like sparring with someone that is somewhat of a low ability to you, in a sense. That will also build your confidence up and use the skills that you've learned in that sparring session, and that will also build their confidence up as well. in terms of like sparring someone that's like higher level. It's just like that juxtaposition. It plays well against each other as well. But it is difficult because we drill the same stuff every like we know what we're gonna hit. So if we're about to like take someone down with a certain technique, it's somewhat easier to defend because you already know what's about to happen. It's that yin and yang.
The weighing up of how can I improve my skill set, but still keep this sort of involved for your opponent, because you're not in sparring, you know as well as anyone, you're not in sparring to hurt people, you're in there to get better and to help other people get better.
Yeah, 100%.
So you grew up in a striking background, fair to say. When was that first striking experience? How did you know that martial arts was for you?
It's first started in like let's say the year 11. Like I thought, you know what, I don't want to really work in my life. Like I don't think anyone really wants to. So I was playing football at the time. I was fairly decent at it, but my mate told me, "Oh, come to Golden Team," and I came to one session, and we were just hitting the bag, like the pads and the bags, and it felt so similar to like kicking a ball-ish, and my shin started to hurt at the end of the session. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but this is a nice feeling, like this like sense of pain, but it's such a nice feeling. Like I feel like I've earned this in a sense, and I've ever since then just nosedive straight into martial arts.
There you go. And coming from a striking background as well, what is the Rabbi Mbata signature technique?
Damn. I'd say it's not. I'd say feints, like the art of misdirection, like somewhat of like a stand-up magician. I'm gonna hit you with that hand, psych, hit you with the left, or gonna hit you with, a leg kick, and then end up hitting you in the head with my leg.
Just up high.
Yeah.
Little Lyoto Machida in there for traditional fans, a little bit of Michael Venom Page, but just fans of action, a little bit saucy, throwing this, that, and the other. The man's very dynamic, to say the least. So, in your experience of martial arts at the moment, where do you think that training here can take you? Do you think you can go all the way to the pros, and then who knows from where? Yeah,
100%, especially with the setup that Liam Cann has set, with I went to his house one time, he had a whole board of techniques, training resumes and everything. Just he has a whole plan set out, and he's taken an amateur called Adam Butterworth. He's taken him to pro, and he's going to be fighting pro soon, and hopefully, he'll take me up there as well.
There you go.
It's going to be a journey.
It's going to be competition near you. Rabbi Mbata's coming. He's coming along for the ride as well. Speaking of team members and that, who in your gym do you think has the best shot of making something of a career?
In my opinion, everyone here really. Everyone here is determined, works hard. Gotta give props to Lucas. Gotta give props to Louis, James. Who else? Those are the main guys. Those are the three main guys. Sam Howard. Those are the main guys. Everyone here will definitely make it to pro. Yeah.
You think so. Looking back to the first time you ever set foot in a gym, and when you first got that buzz, what would you tell that year 11 Rabbi from the man you are now? What would you give advice to? What would you say maybe to avoid?
I'd say I could have taken it more seriously. I was just training just for the sake of it. Just get into street fights and I could do this. But after a while, when you take it more seriously, you become more disciplined in a sense, and just work. I could have worked harder than I could have done, but it's part of the journey at the end of the day.
Indeed, makes you the man that you are today.
Yeah.
You're not just an amateur MMA fighter at all, you're also an events promoter. Tell me about BM Entertainment.
So BM Entertainment, so that's a little side thing. side thing slash main thing that I have with my business partner, Blessing. He's like one of my he's like a brother from another mother. He used to host these like summer events, tracksuit parties, and I just whispered in his ear and I said, bro, you need to make a business out of this. And then we have BM Entertainments, and we've got like a different events happening throughout like the whole year, happening in different events in Leeds, which is pretty good.
Superb. People out there, you want some fun, you want a good Friday night, you know where to come. BM Entertainment, look them up. Just a quick fire one. UFC 284 this week. Islam Makhachev, Alexander Volkanovski. Who you got and why? Who's your man?
This is a good question. I'd say Alexander the Great.
Great.
In my opinion, Liam's probably gonna slaughter me for this, but if Alexander beats Islam, Alexander is the greatest of all time.
Oh, it's
the greatest of all time. Yeah. Oh, happy days.
It's like a head part thing. He says Islam, but
yeah. The great, he's up there with John Jones, probably even better.
Oh.
Probably even better. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I tell you, the crowd did not like that one.
I'm sorry.
Well, I hope you'll be watching. I know I certainly will.
100%.
Final question for you tonight. What should the world know about Rabbi Mbata?
Dang. What should the world know about me? I am... Ooh, this is a good one. What should the world know about me? You got me here, lad. I'd say I'm hopefully one of the rising prospects that's going to come out of the UK, put Leeds on the map, and just not just win the the almighty championship belts, but be number one in the UK and then be number one in the world in different weight classes, and hopefully be the pound for pound greatest fighter in the world. And be better than Alex Volkanovski.
There you go. Volk is coming for you. I'll tell you what the world should know about Rabbi Mbata right now. I'll tell you what the world should know. But you better get ready, because he's coming, and there ain't no stopping him. Rabbi, that's all we got time for. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Cheers,
Everyone
man.
out there, I hope you enjoyed. Ta-ra.